All right, we're ready to go.
Well, Coach, to finish the game on a 21-4 run like that, and they, hold them without a point in the final 5 minutes of the game. What's it say to be able to finish and pull this one off?
Wow, that I didn't realize the stat was that, but I knew we were getting a lot of stops in a row. And I've had a lot of hope and a lot of respect for our defense. I think we're pretty good defensively, and you can think that, but till you're in the battles and until it's tested against good teams, which certainly we were tested down here against good teams, and our defense held up and our rebounding held up, and our offense just got better and better as the game wore on. It certainly did. We got a little more comfortable against their physical play and their pressure, and they had us sped up a little bit, but it's that time of year when you play a team like that. Usually is going to get you sped up a little bit. But the thing that I was most proud of is we calmed down and we found a way to kind of play at our pace a little bit and started to play together and get the ball moving and get cuts moving. And I thought we did a great job of sharing the ball, especially these last two games.
A lot of guys, obviously a lot of moments deserve credit, but you're down 6 and, Tyson Degenhart comes in and had a 7-0 run himself to give you guys your first lead of the game there when he had that, tough drive there to go up 48-46. And that kind of started your big run. What can you say about what you got from Tyson there?
Well, I think the players, along with the staff, I don't think it's just the staff, the players have a lot of belief in him, and he puts in a lot of time shooting the ball. And, he missed his first one. He was just a little on his heels, and everybody in the program wants him to shoot that next one and just shoot it confidently and on balance. And he made a big one there. And then I think that got him rolling a little bit. So, because he makes winning plays and not just making buckets, but, he's taking some big charges for us, and he's coming along.
A final one for me, at least for now, to go 2-1 in this tournament, Leon, and get a win like this that could end up being a quad 1 win at the end of the season, and just to end this long trip and a long stretch for you guys, with a win like this. It's gonna, how impressive was that? What's it say? What's the feeling like?
Yeah, it was terrific, and it was terrific too in the style that we did it, because man, that was a good defensive team that we played, and to have to face that level of pressure, November 20th or whatever it is right now, to have to face it this early in the season and be able to kind of make our end game adjustments. The players adjusted, the coaches adjusted, and then, we just kind of kept sawing wood and got better and better as the game went on. That says a lot about these guys, because, that can get a little frustrating sometimes, and their defense can frustrate and will frustrate a lot of people. And so I can't give these guys enough credit for how they kept sawing wood and kept battling. And, like I said, it's a credit to the kind of character and the kind of guys that we have. We got some tough guys, and they showed that tonight.
Shaver, I wanted to go back to Degenhart's run there. It seemed like it almost got everybody excited. Like they realized the freshman's doing something awesome. Hey, let's get in there too. But from your perspective, what did you think about that and his little run there?
I mean, that's what we expect from Deggy. Like Coach said, he puts in a lot of work. Like late night, I'll go shoot around, and I see Deggy over there already getting shots up. So we know he's a good player, and just everybody believes in him, and he just proved that today.
You made some pretty tough shots today yourself. It looks like maybe you're starting to feel, more comfortable, and like maybe that hand's getting back to where it should be.
Yeah, I definitely feel a lot more comfortable being out there. My hand is doing good. I'm definitely getting my rhythm back.
Well, the funny thing is, we were concerned about, he did a good job of trying to stay in shape. And I mean, he's one of those guys that it's pretty impressive, because to be able to play the extended minutes 3 out of 4 days with a guy that hasn't been able to practice very much, that's impressive, and that's hard to do, really hard to do. So kudos to Marcus, what he's getting done. And, he's another one of those guys that, because, we're figuring this thing out too as we go. We got a lot of point guards, we got a lot of ball handlers, and we're just going to get better and better at putting these guys in their strengths and finding, the different combinations, all kinds of things. But they're all starting to play to their strengths, and when we get to the position where we're all doing that, I think we could be a pretty darn good basketball team.
Leon, after last game, you kind of talked about a team win and guys kind of finding their roles on the team. How much of a closer can Marcus be, kind of like he was today? And what makes him so dangerous in that role?
Well, first of all, I love having the ball in the hands of a guy that's going to shoot 99% from the free throw line down the stretch. His shot is butter, and so you can't touch him. We're in the double bonus. If you touch him, it's going to be 2 points, period. And he can go by guys. He can make, I told him he came off, he had a shot there at the to 3 that he felt like he should have made. I could tell, but I said, you're going to shoot that 100 out of 100 times and you're going to make it probably 75. So, he is a shot maker and a guy that can go get his own shot. And with his quickness and ball handling, he's a hard guard not to foul. So that makes it even double good.
Kind of on that note, Marcus, how much do you kind of like that role that you were playing today at the end of the game?
Oh, I love it. That's what I do. I just go out there and just take what the game gives me, whether that's scoring, getting my teammates involved. I just try to make the right play for our team to win.
But the other thing that should be noted, he took the last 2 games, he took their best offensive player and really, really, really made it tough for him in both those games. So he's not just standing on the other end resting. He's working his tail off down there. And without that defensive effort and the rebounding, he goes and gets those rebounds. And without those things, we don't get this done today.
Leon, one more from me, and maybe you can follow this up too, Marcus, but with about 10 minutes to go in the game, you guys had a couple of sloppy possessions in a row, turned it over a couple times. Ole Miss goes up by 7. Leon, you called a timeout, and then from there on out, that's when the run started. What happened in that timeout?
You can let Marcus tell that story.
We just press the reset button, just try not to get too frustrated. We know how good we are. We know that they're going to come out here, be physical, and we just hit that reset button. Everybody just calm down, play under control, and just make smart plays.
Leon, how hard is it to hit the reset button in a moment like that and actually, come through?
Well, too, I wanted us to be aggressive. Let's go through them because they were aggressive defensively. And so I wanted us to be aggressive offensively. And I think we really we had a good pace about us, but we weren't on our heels. We were going through them. And that's kind of what got it going, I think.
Leon, what did you think of Mladen's performance today?
Well, he does so many, I think Marcus would echo this. He does so many things as a big guy to clean up things defensively for us. If these guards are chasing those athletes, those good players all around, sometimes those guys are going to get to the corners and Mladen will come over and help them and kind of help put out those fires. And I think that's what's making our defense good is we got a lot of guys that are covering for each other. So it's those multiple effort plays. And I think all 5 of our guys are doing that right now. So that's what's making us pretty good.
Leon, big picture, what's the biggest thing you learned about your team over the course of these last 3 games?
Well, I think the first thing is I thought our defense was good. I thought it, but until you get battle tested against good teams, which certainly we got down here. And we played good teams. Everybody we played this year has been good. It seems like none of them have lost a game other than the ones that played with us so that has got us battle tested and our defense stood up. But then the thing that I was really, really happy, we made huge progress in these days with our offense. It started yesterday. It started in the St. Bonnie's game. We played pretty good, but boy, it took off yesterday. And then it was really good when we needed it most. And we're going to build on that. But to make that big a jump was important. Otherwise you get out of here 0-3 because the competition is just too good.
Time for one more.
Yeah. Oh, how different is 2-1 versus 1-2 in a tournament like this, and to have this win that will help the computer rankings and all that the whole season? This is one that you're going to probably enjoy having, and I assume the long trip back tomorrow is going to feel a little better now.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And we put a lot into this tournament, and me and all the other coaches were talking about that. These are all fun and games to schedule, but every coach around here is going, oh man, this is going to be hard to get wins. And were all right. I mean, you play this thing a bunch of times and there's a lot of teams that, things can go different ways as far as who's playing in the championship and who's, because everybody's really good down here. And I think that will pan out throughout the season. So to get out of here 2-1 and not only 2-1, but the way we played, I mean, I don't think this team is happy about moral victories. We feel like we can go toe to toe with St. Bonnie's, and we did, but they won the last 4 minutes. I mean, we were up 1, I think, with 4 or 5 minutes to go. And we learn, we get better, and hopefully we get another shot at them sometime.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Safe travels back.
Yeah, safe travels. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.